I know you can see. I know. Look at the date. Look at the date. October 31st, 2022. Who made this tweet? Zakashi YT. Woo! Now, I know you didn't want to believe it, but it's looking like it. It's looking like it, man. Is it not looking like it? What do you believe? But beside the point, today we are doing a should you summon. We have two banners, not one. We have two. We have this limit break banner, which is insane, by the way. The limit break banner, which actually gives you a bunch of Z power, a bunch of it. And we also have the ultra legendary Super Saiyan Broly banner. So there's two bait banners dropping at the same time. The limit break banner only lasts 2 days, so you don't have a lot of time to think about it. And you have the Broly banner, which lasts 8 days, so you have a lot more time to think about it. You have a whole week, in fact, especially with the fact that today is Wednesday and updates happen every Wednesday. So by next Wednesday, you would already know whether you should summon. Well, you have enough time by next Wednesday to think about it. So for the Broly banner, I'm not going to spend as much time on it in this video, but I'll give reasons as to if you should actually summon on the banner. But straight up with the Z Power banner, I genuinely think it's always worth it. However, for most of you that actually did summon on Tag 4s, it's not going to be worth it. Now, with all the content in the game, right, we got this Rose Zenkai. We got the Rose Zenkai in game, right? Alongside, it's looking like Future Arc stuff. It's looking like Future Arc stuff. And you know who's from the Future Arc, man. You guys know who's you know who's from the Future Arc, man. So if this guy drops, a lot of you guys are gonna be pissed if you don't get him. And a lot of people are not interested in Ultras anyways, but you're kind of forced to get this guy. Let's be real. It's Ultra VEGITO Blue, man. If this guy drops, it's gonna be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal. And with the Rose Zenkai, I believe there's Zamasu Zenkai in the game. I mean Zamasu content in the game. We got this fusion here. The Z Power banner could be worth it simply because you might want to push that towards adding to your future items in the game. So if I actually go to the character list right now, right, open up the character list right here, bring up the filter, change the character tag, let me find future, because future is a very, very insane tag, bro. I'm not going to lie. Future does not have a lot of sleepers, bro. Sword of Hope Trunks at 14 stars is dangerous potential. Wouldn't go for him. VB, dangerous potential situationally. Vegeta is a good opt for the lock-in. Rose, if you're very close to Zenkaiing, you might want to actually Zenkai him to Zenkai's, get into 7 stars so you can Zenkai him. If you don't know, you can't Zenkai Awakening anybody if you don't have them 7 stars. Simple as that. I believe CMZ, people spoke about a plat, but I don't know if it's specific about him, so we're going to check that in a sec. And I feel like anybody else is really outside reason, because you can just get them through like free-to-play means. I wouldn't really rush in to do anything like that. If we look at the equipments that dropped, if we go to the archive, so I can bring you up the future joints. Let's actually bring it up here. We got to find future again. My eyes got to work. This early morning, man. I hate Wednesdays because you got to wake up early for it, man. Damn, I did the wrong thing. I should have went to the unique section. Here we go. Here we go. This equipment here. This is a Zamasu plat here, CMZ. Another unit that could actually have a lot of potential alongside the Rose buff, the Rose Zenkai. Then on top of that, we also obviously have Rose getting a Zenkai, CMZ Platinum, Ultra Vegeta Blue potential literally round the corner. So the Z power you could get could actually be of use to actually buffing your team just slightly, especially if you already have some Z power just sitting. Like me, I'm in a good position. I already have one, so I would like to use this on somebody. I don't think I would use it on anybody future related specific. That's just me. But if I wanted to, I could. Like I could 14-star this guy. But I wouldn't do that because I feel like I could pull this guy if Ultra Vegito Blue drops, or even a future banner drops, because future Gohan is a very valuable future unit. So you got to think about it like that. Are the odds of you pulling a lot of future units high, or do you think you don't want to risk it? That's all up to you. Mentally, it's a mental game, and you can never guarantee the odds anyways. But you also have to think about how much Chrono Crystals you need to have for the festival. For part 2 specifically, if there's an Ultra coming up, or even a unit that you have interest in coming up, I always advise that you have about 20k for the banner. So this banner is worth it if you have a lot of Chrono Crystals. I'm saying 20k plus margin, because there'll be a lot of Chrono Crystals for you to claim anyways. For example, I haven't even claimed my 3k chrono crystals from those missions. If I go to the home page, if you don't know what missions I'm talking about these bottom left ones. Legends always giving me freeze frames, man. Load up, please, 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 please. There we go. There's gonna be chrono crystals in the mission section, the exchange shop when the festival part 2 begins. So you need to consider things like that. If you're asking if I'm gonna summon, I'm hitting this banner, bro. I'm hitting this banner, bro. And if you're gonna summon, you shouldn't summon based on who's on the banner. Always summon for the actual Z power. Now, if we go through what's on the banner, if you want to know why it's worth it or not, you get these limit break coins, right? And the limit break coins can be used in the exchange shop to limit break for Z power items. Now, if we look at how many you get 1, 2, that's 5, that's 8, damn, 12, 17. I love it when it tests my maths. 17 plus 6, damn, that's 23, 30, 40, damn. Steps are finished. That's 40 coins right there. Hopefully the maths was alright. You get 40 coins and you get to spend it in here. So if you was to spend that here, these two alone, the top two, just if you buy one of each, that's 25. If you get another 7, you can pretty much buy the most of the things in this exchange shop. Not everything, obviously, but most of it. So you can get a lot of value out of it, and you use it reasonably. You can get the whole 1000 LL, and you can get some 200s as well. And then the Z power if you the slot removers if you want, but I wouldn't advise going for the slot removers. Do not go for the slot removers. If you go for the slot removers, you're actually insane. That would be the silliest decision. I'm telling you outright, do not go for the slot removers, because you can get that in other places, and when they drop a raid, it's literally going to take over. Just wanted to let you guys know I got the blue hat and the lights on because VEGITO blue is inbound. I need you guys to know that. But for the limerick banner, that's going to be my conclusion on that. Necessarily, you shouldn't really summon on it, but if you have enough CC to the point where you know, alright, cool, I'm going to be good regardless, then you should go in on it. If you really desperately want to go in and actually get enough, so you don't even have to go the whole way, bear in mind, you could just use enough to actually just get the 600, and then you could Z-power who you wish. That could actually be of value for you. If we should actually go through how much chrono crystals you need as well, so I got to do those maths as well. So 200, that's 500, that's 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 4000, 5000 in total to actually make the whole rotation. If you want to get 18 coins to actually just get the 600, so if we're doing the maths for 18, damn, gotta go again. 200, that's 500 there, that's 1000, and at 1000 you're already at that's only 5 coins. You guys can do the maths, man. It's too early for me, I'm not gonna lie. Quick maths in the morning, I'm just not doing it. I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I'm gonna just own up to it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't be asked. You guys see the total. You don't have to do the whole thing to actually get the 600 LL. I'm not wasting my time on that band anymore because the video is going to be extremely long and I don't want it to be too long. Moving on, the Ultra Broly banner. We actually have, it's basically a movies banner, but there are some weird people here. So CMZ's on him, and specifically because CMZ's getting a plat, this could be of value. But outside of that, everything else is garbage. Kid Buu, you don't need him. Revhan, you don't need him because Broly's on the banner. Literally, why are they putting his Revhan's like? Revhan's literally a second option to Broly, and they're putting him on the banner. Doesn't make sense. But this banner, I genuinely think like you should just skip it. Unless you really want to build movies so much, unless your name's like Libra, bro, Libra YT or Billy, bro, there's no reason for you to look at this banner. And for most cases, if you're one of those guys, you already have Broly 14 stars. I'll be real. So this banner here, you can wait as well. So next week, Wednesday, should be when you're deciding to summon on this banner. You have a whole 8 days. You can wait until the next update, which is next week, and you'd be able to know whether this banner is going to be worth it for you. So we'll probably get reveals and stuff as well sometime closer to that date. So you don't even have to decide on this. But generally speaking, if you know 100% that you do not give a damn about anything future related, which you probably will, you probably will switch up. Most of you guys switch up. Then you don't need to worry about whatever's coming in the future. Just going on the banner, I guess. But why would you do that? And if you did really care about movies that much, you'd probably already have Broly, and you probably would have tried in the past. If you got shafted, maybe you should let it go. Maybe. Have you ever considered just letting it go? Have you considered not summoning anymore on the unit that you was chasing? Just let it go. Maybe let it go. Maybe you gotta let it go. Sometimes I tell people, let it go. You don't need it right now. You don't. This is a good bait, especially because it's an ultra and people that are new to the game are not gonna know. But I'm telling you, this is not what you need to be looking at right now. Is he even boosted anymore? Like, I don't believe he is. So you're not even gonna get the max value out of it. Let's actually check. So if you go to the boost characters, he is. But he's leaving very soon. He's leaving very, very soon. So don't even like fall for that trap, man. I'm telling you, this won't be the most valuable thing. I think the Z power is definitely much more worth it because you could easily just direct that specifically to whatever team you want with all the Legends Limited options. Now I'm gonna end this with like who you should put it into. To be honest, it's up to you. I feel like the best bet for putting LLZ power into people is if you're within 8 stars and 9 stars. If you want to know why 8 stars and 9 stars, 9 stars is the best buff you can get before you get to 14 stars. So 10 stars is not important, 11 stars, 12, 13, they're not as important as the 9-star one, and I'll explain why right now. So if you look at this section here where you go to the Z power, it tells you what you get every time you actually star up. And you can see the value is actually different per star. So you can see 5%, 5% Z ability, 5%, 2% Z ability, 3%, 3%, 5%. Now, with this last 5%, the time before that you get another 5% is 4%. So 4%, 4 stars. So 5 star there is really, 4 star is really good outside of the Z ability from 3. But when you get to 9, from 9 upwards, it's hell to Z power. It doesn't take like 600 or 800 or anymore. It's taking 1,000 Z power every time to get 1 more star. Now, the reason why 9 is specifically important is because when you get that 5% one, but before, after that, you're only getting 2% all the way to the 14-star Z ability. Now, not to say the 2% aren't good, but the 5% is going to be much bigger of an impact on your unit, just naturally. Especially for the amount of Z power it's costing. Going above that is not really worth it. So when you get that 5%, you'll notice from the 8-star to the 9-star jump, you're gonna be seeing a bigger difference than when you went from if you go from 8-star to 9-star in comparison to 9-star to 10-star, because 9-star to 10-star is only 2%. So I always advise, if you have someone at 8 stars that you really like and you want to actually get the value out of them, go to 9 stars because then you can get the most out of them. Now, I have like Rev Han in that position, 200 Z power away. I got Rose in that position, 800 away. Damn. I have 4Q in that position, a whole 1,000 away. If I'm being realistic, I will probably be putting it into Rose, because in Rose, I actually see the value within me personally. He might not shine that well, and what I advise you do before even deciding with that as well is to actually put all of your time into studying showcases. You have 48 hours, the banner lasts 2 days. You have 48 hours, put your time and energy into studying the banners. I mean, studying the Zenkai for Rose, if you feel like that's something that's worth it for you. Other than that, if you're not deciding on that, then you will decide for another reason that you want to actually look at what unit you want. So maybe you want to go for CMZ with his plat. I already have him 9 stars, so for me, I'm chilling. I'm not gonna put it into CMZ. He's good at 9 stars. Rose would be great at 9 stars in my opinion. I'm not even gonna look at Rev Han, and I feel like everybody else in my box personally is just not worth it. For example, Future Gohan, I feel like I'll naturally 14 star him if they release a future banner of any shape or form. So yeah, I think that's everything. I could 14 star Beast Gohan as well, but I think he's leaving the boost, so I'm gonna wait until that actually happens to see his value. And if he's still dominant, I might 14 star him then. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much end off the video. There was 2 banners to cover, so I made the video a bit longer. Hopefully this video was insightful. Good luck with your Chrono Crystal saving. 20k is the mark you're trying to hit for any summoning banner. If you're not at 20k, it's gonna be a harder time for you, but I just need you guys to know that I pushed this here, bro. November 1st, we start the Ultra VEGITO Blue agenda. Did this on the 31st of October, and it's looking that way with all these future buffs. Leave it like that. Appreciate you guys for watching. Press the subscribe button. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. VEGITO!